All right, hello there. So here's another one of those random off-time streams. This is definitely different from my usual streaming time, but I had a little bit of extra time before I do stuff later, which is good because we can actually get a lot of stuff done. So without wasting time, let's see where we left off last night. This specific Sprite animation is going to take a long time to do. Like, there's a lot of things we have to do. Let's take a look. So there'll be two streams tonight. There'll be this one. I'll do this for like an hour. Then I'll do this for an hour and a half. Then later on, I'll come back and do it again. All right. Let's see. There's a lot that we have to do. Is it slowed down right now because I'm clicked away from the movie? This actually helps a lot. Oh yeah, that God Presley came out so good. But yeah, if you click away from the movie screen, it slows things down. So this is actually really good. This gives me a good idea later on what I need to get the speed at. I gotta bring that back to clones too. God, that God press looks so cool. Okay, so here's the plan for tonight. Well, this afternoon. We're gonna keep on working on this scene. I'm gonna go to Aseprite, start working on the new characters, because we didn't do it yesterday, because yesterday was a very weird stream. I just focused more so on this. Alright, let's see. So we... Alright. So that ends right there. Let's move you two directly to the middle. We're gonna do a funny. Alright. Let's move you right here. Working with angles is very hard, or inclines and declines, actually. It's very, very annoying to deal with that. You up a little bit. That should be fine. Okay. I'm still kind of annoyed that I wasn't able to get the specific skull effect I was trying to get. I was trying to get the white one. The white one's cool, but purple is fine. Okay. Right there should be good. Yeah, right there's actually good. Okay, let's see. A little bit too far. Let's... Right here's good. It's directly in the middle. Alright. Save it. Let's zoom in again. We'll stop it right here. So we have to copy this again. We'll just have minority turn. Copy. Paste. Gonna put on onioning. No, what we need, we're not gonna use this actually. I got the perfect one. It sucks because we're only gonna be using this for one specific scene, but we actually kind of need that. Alright. Coldness on antagonist. Minority. In regards to the other stuff, the lore stuff, I'm doing about like an hour worth of essay work. The latest lore video is done. I'm just doing the sound portion of it, which should probably be done the next couple of days. Then next week we'll do closed captioning. By May 1st, the next lore video will be out. This one will probably be out on the end of May, maybe. We'll see. Just depends on time. Time is don't have a lot of time these days, but we'll get as much work as we can done every day. All right, next Sprite. All right, chest. No sight. I'm honestly just going to use this for one scene, but it's fine. So, as usual, we're going to zoom in. Look at our working area. Don't let the free transform portions fool you. You can't actually do... You can do free transform, but it's going to look weird. It's going to be blurry, so you need to do a couple extra steps before you actually transform this. So, as usual, modify. Unfortunately, you can't see what I'm doing because OBS is weird. Modify, go to bitmap, trace bitmap. Color threshold is going to be 1. Minimum area is going to be 1 pixels. Corner threshold is going to be many corners. Curve fit's going to be pixels. After that, we're going to make this into a symbol. We'll just call this minority chakra pose because it literally is just the chakra pose. All right, now we can do stuff. So this is the first time I'm actually using you standing neutrally. All right, let's do this. 194, 191.83. That should be it. Because again, you and Mia are very wide. All right, modify, transform. I gotta make you a little bit tiny bit smaller. Actually, this works. Oh yeah, this will definitely work. So later on, definitely have to put a camera here. All right. Give me one moment. So that was 8. But I want to use the same one. That's cheeky. That's very cheeky. Oh, you can't really see anything. What? Hold on. Excuse me? That's the Mortal Kombat one. Y'all, you're all funny. Okay, that's number 8. So let's see. If I can actually find this. Let's see. Skull. No skull there. See, I'm gonna be so salty later as soon as I find it. Because it's a very specific effect. I just didn't have enough time to actually go through all my stuff today. Definitely not those. Let's see. I have not gone through these auras, which we don't need, but that's good enough for later. Nope. We're gonna probably go with the other skull that I saw. I just want to make sure I go through the rest of these just in case. It's a lot of files. You know, I guarantee you it's in Kaya's, but I don't want to go there. No, it's not. It's not actually there. Alright, I got 2 more folders to look through, and it should be fine. Nope. Alright, we're probably going to end up going with this one, just to keep things different. No, it's this one. Yeah, we'll probably end up going with that one. But let me just make sure it's not here. Nope. I'm actually very salty. And those are the backgrounds. Nope. I'll check a couple more things. If not, we'll just use this one. Let's go. Oh my god. Dark. Or maybe you can use that for later. Maybe. That actually looks pretty cool. Let's see. This is why I gave myself a little bit more extra time today. Just think, oh, is it this? If this is it, I'll be so mad. No, it's not. Let's see. That's just the regular pillar. That's fine. We're gonna check a couple more, then I'll just end up using the skull one over there. Let's see. That's fire. When it comes to fire, I got plenty of that. But when it comes to everything else, no. Especially water. I'll need this for later. Alright, we're just gonna use it. Then I'll get mad later when I actually find it. So how does this look again? Alright. It's gonna look weird, I think. Maybe. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to bring up Kaya's folder and we'll just see if it's actually there. I doubt it, but if it's not the end of the world. Fortunately, that's the issue with having like almost like 30 gigs worth of effects. You can lose track of things. Where is it? It's definitely not there. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna post that one in there and we'll see how it looks. I doubt it's gonna look good, but who knows? So copy. It's not gonna look good. Paste. Skull. Let's give this like a couple of frames. Insert blank keyframe. Let's put that in there. Let's zoom in. So we're gonna have to convert this into a graphic because unfortunately as a movie clip it's not gonna play. When it's a graphic it'll play. Yeah, we're gonna have to zoom this in a lot. When does it end? Right there. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna do a funny. The only problem with this, let's turn this to a movie. Let's add a blend to it. I can already tell this looks super scuffed. I just don't like the way it looks. Okay. Let's play the movie and we'll just see from there. Give ourselves a couple extra frames. All right. I'm just waiting for the inevitable crash. It's gonna happen. Mm. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Unfortunately, we can't use it. It does not look good. Compared to like the rest, like you can feel that God press, but it's not gonna look good. I'm gonna do a funny here, but we need to obscure them for like a couple of frames. So here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna take a couple of minutes, but we'll find it. I swear to God, it was like here somewhere. What the fuck? Nope. We just have to go through this one by one, which is gonna probably take a bit. It's not that again. Shout out to the Mugen angel effects over there. Oh, that's After Effects. That's not gonna work here. Wait, actually? Huh. I'll come back to that one later. As far as it actually worked. Alright. Nope. Those are effects. Nope. Special effect. Nope. That was the preloader. That's the hard specific ones. Oh, those are all movies. Ah, fuck it. We're gonna go. It's close enough. It's It's there. I'm actually so mad about that, but oh, well, here it is. Now I'm very salty about this. So it was under February, March. Okay. Damn, I'm sad. Very, very sad. Well, there we go. Spooky. So this has to be like stupidly big. Also save it. Times it. All right. I do this for 21 minutes, so I'm gonna give myself like at least till the 40-minute mark. Then we're gonna go to Aseprite. So like I said before, unfortunately, this is a movie clip. It won't play anything. We have to make this to a graphic in order to actually play this. Fish. Oh, this is gonna be some shit. A little bit higher. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. Oh my god, it's so cool. Okay. Oh, we're gonna do it funny.
As long as she's around, that's all that it takes.
Let's see. Insert keyframe. Wait a minute. Fuck. How do I want to do this? Okay. This one's gonna actually be kind of hard to do. Copy. This, it has to be at this specific frame. Unlock this. Paste. Object. Color effects. Tint. Copy this. Can I actually do this? Yeah, I can. Oh, the memes. I'm gonna have to probably move it a little tiny bit. Yeah, this has to be. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see how this looks. That has to be a lot better. The scythe being parried. I'm gonna have to slow that down a lot, but we did good. Hmm. Okay. All right. Now the annoying part. No, actually, this is fine because we're close. Hmm. So we have to paste this here. All right. Another keyframe here. We're gonna do a fun thing. We're definitely gonna do something here.
You gonna get
Classic tween. Let's have you land a little bit further away. Right there should be good. All right. Well, at least now I found this, so I don't have to be very sad. So February 2025, 2026. I'll have to remember that. I definitely will remember that. But just in case, I'm just gonna rename this. This is where the pillar is. Square skull. Just in case. All right. So, what do I want to do now? Ice. That, and it's so abruptly. This is the extravagant shit, but we can't use this. In my own personal effects, I do have a good chunk of ice. I just want to look at alternatives. And like I mentioned before, if I don't need to use Kaya's effects, I won't. So what I've noticed, very, what the fuck? That was weird. Oh, okay. What I've noticed, his is very prone to crashes. Nope. But we'll probably end up, we'll bring up the mage effects. The mage effects generally don't crash. It's usually with elementals. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. That's gonna take a couple minutes to actually load it because there's a lot of effects there. So I'm gonna load it up. Then we're gonna head over to Aseprite and we'll start doing some stuff. I can actually find this. Okay, there we go. Mage. Enough time to the elemental folder. That takes at least 10 minutes at times. Okay. So now we're moving on to Aseprite for a few minutes. Okay. 28. So just so we can have a little powwow, like we mentioned before. So, Golison characters, specifically the females, these two, they don't have necks. Actually, legitimately, don't have necks. We can probably consider that a neck. So when it comes to using their models for new characters, good luck. There isn't a lot of female bodies in this game, amazingly enough. The only female bodies you could potentially use is Jenna, which we've used for a couple of times, Sheba, which we made Sarah, Minardi, which you probably shouldn't do because Minardi's sprite is very complex because of the dress. Karst is very awkward because Karst has a very aggressive stance, so if you try manipulating Karst's sprite, it's just going to get all over the place. Mia's sprite's fat, very fat, and very complex, so you'll be doing a lot of crazy stuff to actually do stuff for her. That only leaves you with one extra female body, which is the Succubus class. And the Succubus has a neck. I've showed it before. If you try putting the head, like Sheba's head on a Succubus body, it's not gonna work. It just looks so weird. So what we've done is use Tales of the Ward Natakiji dungeon sprites, which are very close to Golison sprites, and we've made two characters from them. We've used an established character that had her own sprite sheet, and we're modifying one that will work. So we made 4 characters. Sarah I've made from using Sheba's sprite. Mira's sprite was already done, which we're going to work on in a few minutes because we have to finish that up. Azuki, we're still working on her. And Unknown, which we're calling her Unknown. She's going to be veiled in a cloak for like a long ass time. The goal is to have a group of 4 be a follow to Isaac from Golden 1 all the way to Golden 2. Okay, but let's do this. So I need to bring up her sprite sheet again. Yeah, it's looking really good with her, actually. The only problem is I'm not a fan of a couple of her sprites, unfortunately. For example, the good thing about Golden sprites is we can make like neutral conversation sprites. Like these two had to be made from the ground up, these 2 new sprites. But I'll bring up a conversation sprite real quick. Here's Garrett's conversation sprite. This him, hands crossed. Simple as that. Mira over here doesn't have good sprites for a conversation. She kind of does. She has one, but it looks very weird. This one right here. Very weird. So I'll probably have to make another one. And going off of Jenna's sprites, well, bad Jenna. Which one? She has 2 of them, actually. If I can find them. It's usually the ones I usually use is I don't use this one often. I usually use this one for head down. But there's a conversation sprite. Where the hell is it?
At least heard of them.
We have to go through this whole entire folder and just like fix things. Conversation. All right, we'll worry about that later. But anyways, what I was getting at, the mirror over here doesn't have a good conversation sprite because these look fat, very fat. So what I'm gonna use, probably use this and just change her legs. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just look at the rest of these. Yeah. All right. This is actually fine. We just had to change the legs a little bit. All right. No. Problem is, it's just too. It's at a weird angle. To be honest, what I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do is we'll have to just use this. I'll just make do with what I have. We're definitely gonna change her legs.
Oh, no. I've heard so many things about this place, it makes me not want to try it.
You actually have good legs?
Although I've never been there. It might be.
Poppy. Curious. Yeah, that can work. That can actually work. Let's call this legs. We'll have to squish this down a little bit, but should be good. Nope. Let's get rid of this.
I really can try it.
There we go. Her pelvis is going to be kind of sticked out a little bit, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Definitely not gonna be the end of the world. So let's just get rid of the sword for now. We'll have to change our arm. Do we need to change our arm? Let's put you in the training stage for now. Let's see how you look. We'll put... Whoa. Oh, yeah. Damn. Fuck. We'll say this as a maybe for now. Mirror conversation, maybe. I have not made a mugshot for you yet, which I have to do. Why did this stop? That stopped at a very random time. All right, next. Colossus is gonna be fun once we get there. Okay, there we go. What the okay. We'll do it this way. We well, you're tall as fuck though, Heart. I'll have to put you with somebody else. Yeah. Your Sprite's gonna be very funny to work with. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. New layer, let's grab Golden Sun via the normal conversation sprite. This can work. Also, like I said before, this is barely a neck. Let's do another sprite just in case. So, Mia's is fine. Where the hell did I put this damn conversation sprite at? It's guaranteed it's probably all the way at the bottom. And of course it was at the bottom. Wow. Fun fact, this took me months to do all her sprites in this scheme. I never want to do anything like that ever again, but I'm probably gonna have to do it again. All right. This can work. I use the red line as a point of reference, as a plane for the sprite animation field. The foreground. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. No, I actually need to keep you there. Fuck. just for later. Okay, so let's get rid of mirror sprite. I'll come back later. This works. Now let's go back to Aseprite. Not Aseprite, Adobe Animate. Elementals. Ice is fun to work with, but it can be very hard. I mean, the reason why I don't use water is because water is hard. And the water effects that I have will not match this style. But let me go through my own personal effects real quick. Well, let's finish this one up first before you do anything. Wrap twinkle. Save. All right, so it starts right there. Paste. Might be a little bit too big. Let me just change the size. I'm not too worried about it right now. Where is it? Nope. I'm gonna have to add another sprite in here in a second. Just give me a moment. They're ready to go. Copy. Where do I want you to land? Give you a couple extra frames. Put you right there. Paste. Pretty sure I copied it, but I guess I didn't copy it. So back to the lab we go again. Nope. Copy. Right here should be good. Bring up bunioning. Get as close as we can. Inclines and declines are so hard to work with at times. We'll just say right there. Okay, let's get our casting sprite in because we're actually going to be doing ice now. Wait a minute. Oh shit. I do not have a sprite with you casting. No, it's not that I don't have a sprite for casting. I have a sprite. I have one for Ankh, not with Jenna's sword. Ugh. Okay, that's not a big deal. We'll just have to make one. Shit. How do I want to do this?
We played it in things like that. I don't think.
Okay, back to the Aseprite we go. Let's watch the movie first and see how it is. You know, I'll probably have to make another sprite for her later. I'll have to make another sprite. And we still have to make it to the array so we can get to Isaac's section. Yep, that's fine. I'm fine with the way that looks. But damn. Well, here we go again. Working with me a sprite. This is gonna be such a pain. So new 128. 128. How do I want to do back or front? Shit, what do I want to do? I think honestly doing a back pose cast would be a lot easier. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. Just gotta change her arm. I can't believe I actually forgot to do this. The thing is, she already has her. Let me look at this real quick. I have an idea. You're not gonna let me copy this, are you? There we go. We'll do a funny. This is actually pretty simple. We don't have to do anything too crazy. Copy. Right there should be fine. Huh. Yeah, I think that's actually good. Let's get rid of this random ass pixel. Wait, no, actually, so if I do that, yeah, this is actually perfect. Okay. Mia's folder is so massive right now. I guarantee there's about. All right, so normally Golden Sun's main character sprites are 21 sprites, unless you're an antagonist. You have like 7 sprites. My Mia folder right now has over 80 sprites right now because I've had to do a lot of crazy stuff with her. Okay. Mia cast with sword. Okay. Now we should be good. Let's do it right here. That should give us enough frames. If not, I'll just add extra frames. I ain't bugging right now. What the fuck am I doing? By keyframe. Mia cast. Here we go. Did I not? Oh. Like I always gotta mention this before. Geez, that made no sense. I have to mention this again. If you can't just use free transform, it's gonna come out blurry once you start doing stuff, and it's gonna get very distorted. So you have to make this into a bitmap and convert it into a symbol. Unfortunately, you cannot see my pop-ups because OBS is being stupid. So you're gonna go to modify. The drop down is gonna show up. Go to bitmap, trace bitmap. Color threshold 1, minimum error 1 pixels. Corner thresholds will be many corners. Curve fits can be pixels. Okay. From there, we're gonna convert this into a symbol. Press F8 on your keyboard. Just name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna call this Mia casting. Now you can resize it. The only problem is with her, I'll have to use this as a reference and adjust it from there. So 173.3, 200. It's definitely not gonna be 200. So 200. Actually, this will work. 73.3. That's actually good. Nice. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use my own personal effects. Right. Some more. Ice. Oh, that's gonna be cool. Save.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I mentioned before, there is a cap, unfortunately, on how much frames Adobe Animate actually gives you. You have 16,000 frames. Luckily, we just crossed 2,000. We're good. But yeah, if you're ever taking up a project like this, just know you're capped at 16,000. All right. Is mage up? Thank God it's up. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do, let's just make this first. No, what am I doing? All right. Library. Freeze. I did not add that in there. Freeze and break. Wait a minute, what? Excuse me? Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. Why is that all the way over here? Look how big this is. I have to make this a little bit wider. That's enough. Right there's good. Let's see. That's so like. Fuck it. We're just gonna make this like extremely like massive. A little bit more. Okay, cool. Boom. We'll have Mia's clone disappear right there. Copy. No. Blank keyframe. This one. No minority clone. Fuck. Hold on. Oh, I put that on her site. Okay, that's fine. I could probably make this a little bit bigger, but I think... Alright, I think it should be good. Oh, I almost forgot. Now, where's yours at? There we go. Or a 1. There we go. We don't need this up no more. I mentioned before, if I don't need to use Kai's effects, I won't use them. It's very convenient to have, but they're definitely going to crash. So right here, let's put you right there. Let's zoom in. A little bit higher. That should be good. Okay. Let's just watch the movie and we'll go from there. I'm gonna be taking a break. I am gonna come back later. We got a lot done. Definitely got a lot done. All right, you've been going on too damn long. That looks so cool with the camera. Okay. Obviously, let me add that real quick. Turn that off. Light keyframe. Copy. Right there. Perfect. Now, where's Minardi Sprite? I need her damage sprite. Yep, definitely need her damage sprite. Wherever the hell that is. The goal is making this a constant back and forth. Because they're both injured right now. Alright. Oh yeah. Copy this. Just gotta rotate it a little bit. Alright, this one's be kind of weird because when you get the exact spot, it starts shattering. I think right there is good. Wait, where do I have? Oh, fuck. It has to be right here. Whoa, let's not do that. Let's close that. Lock it. Move the tween. You're supposed to be released like right there. Okay. Let's move you. Insert a keyframe. Back up. movie right there. Classic tween. We're gonna do the same thing we've been doing before. Whenever we do a classic tween, I always use ease in and out. Make this quad. There we go. We need to have her actually like come down this way. A little bit lower. There we go. So we'll have her recover right there. Let's actually grab her landing sprite. Well, her idle sprite. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, well, it was right here. Okay. Right there. Okay, cool. Copy this. Then we'll watch the movie. I think we're pretty much good to go on this little section. And we'll have her land right here. Paste. No, shit, what am I doing? No, not that. It was right, it was right. Okay. They're in the same plane. God, angles are so weird to work with. I mean, inclines and declines are so weird. All right, let's see. I gotta fix that later. Yeah, it's simple enough. Easy as pie. But before we do that, let me just see how this looks as a ad, just in case. Because the only problem with this is, look at the outline. I'm not a fan of that right there. Like the black, definitely not a fan of it. And of course, the model itself adds a layer of what's the word? A layer of reality to it. It makes it look a little bit too real. So we'll try it with an ad. If not, we'll do a screen. Let's try it with a screen first. No, it's fine. It's not the end of the world if I keep it like that. It's just the realism kind of throws it off a little bit. Another reason why I'm not using Kaya again is because of the crashing. A lot of the times it's because of conflicting effects, and we've seen very, very strange things happen, such as the whole entire project pretty much kamikazing. And I'm not trying to do that parkour section again. It actually looks really good. But let's just look at let's look at ad just in case. That actually looks really nice. And again, I'm usually altering between adding and screening for blend effects. And as you can see, this takes a lot of rewatches. Definitely a lot of rewatches. That's actually fine. Beautiful. I'll just later on. I'll just have to slow that. Once we actually get out of Adobe Animate, I'll have to just slow it down in CapCut, not CapCut, DaVinci Resolve. So let's just watch this one more time before I wrap it up for this section. Because when we're done with Adobe Animate, we usually go to DaVinci Resolve for all our lore and dialogue stuff. And then the fluff goes to CapCut. That Candace spike is so funny. Yeah, we're good. All right. So good stuff. I'm going to take a little break and I'll come back later and we'll do some more things. We're going to be doing some more work on this and we'll be doing some more work on Aseprite. Besides that, I'll see you